Hello, people. People of Earth. People of this world. People of other worlds. People of planets that are not Earth. And people from planets that are Earth. And all different varieties of Earth in every dimension. And so on. Hello. Hello and welcome. Welcome back to ThirdEyeCyphs, your favorite multi-dimensional podcast. This is a podcast. This is a podcast, and for those of you who are new and this is your first episode, welcome. This is a podcast where we talk about, first and foremost, self-realization. Realizing that this human experience is not all that there is. That is something that we really need to truly realize, because once we truly realize that, your whole world explodes, people. Your world explodes. People may say that they know this, but when you truly realize this, your life can't go on the same. I know my life didn't. I don't know how people can just keep on going. I mean, I'm still going, but I'm going on a different plane. And if you're here, then you just may very well be also on a different plane. So welcome. So that is what we mostly talk about here. We also talk about topics like personal development, self-improvement, personal growth, spiritual growth, esoteric knowledge, conspiracy theories, law of attraction, manifestation, becoming our greatest versions. Anything and everything spiritual in and out of this universe, people. And a bunch of other cool stuff to help you realize your truest potential, your truest nature, which is divinity itself, which is God consciousness. So, with that being said, this is a podcast, and I got a cool episode for you guys. We are going to be talking about a topic that I've been hearing go around a lot through social media and TikTok, and I don't know, well, TikTok's also social media. Well, I don't know, whatever the kids use nowadays, this is where I've been hearing that, and we're gonna go over, I'm gonna debunk this little thing that people are throwing around. So, with that being said, this is a podcast, people.
ThirdEyeCyphs. ThirdEyeCyphs.
That is right. We are back. We are back with the podcast. How are you? How are you? We're here. We're here and we're doing this. I actually woke up a bit late, mainly because I barely slept last night. I've been sleeping, well, I feel like I've been sleeping a lot lately. Not because, like, I've been going to sleep early, as I should, but then I'm still waking up late because I'm tired, and I don't know if am I oversleeping, like I don't know what that is. And then last night I barely slept. I went to sleep at like 9 something, I swear. Okay, this might be late for some people, I don't know, but this is early for me. My bedtime's like, I have a bedtime. I have my own personal bedtime, okay? And it's 11, because if I go to sleep any later than that and I wake up at 5, it's not happening, okay? So try to go to sleep at 11. Try. I went to sleep at 9 something, about a little after 9:30. And then I woke up at 2 in the morning. And I stayed up for another hour. And then I went back to sleep. But then I kept waking up after that, because then I had an alarm at 4:50. So I went to sleep a little after 3:30, after I woke up at 2. I'm not gonna give you my whole rundown, but kind of. Anyways. No. I don't know what's happening with my laptop, guys. We lost the freaking music. Let's see. Restore. Come on. Uni's playing with us. She's like, you don't need to listen to this. Anyways, that was kind of like a sign to like stop talking about this. But anyways, I barely slept last night, but I feel okay, I guess. I'm drinking some chai here to help wake me up, and I think it's because it was hot all night. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't glitch out again. So, anyways, it's about 7 and change right now, and we're doing this. Usually we do this about 5 and change, but it's okay. It's okay because I actually don't have to go in to work as early as I usually do. I usually have to leave for work at 8, but I have a doctor's appointment, luckily. So I'm gonna be leaving a bit later. I'm gonna be leaving at 9, I guess, so I gave myself some time. So, anyways, before we get into this topic, that was the intro, me barely sleeping. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're checking in with yourself, people, because we don't do the self-care checklist anymore as we used to. But if you would like to obtain this self-care checklist, you can grab it off of my link tree in my personal Instagram's bio, which is Natalia of Earth. Now, I say my personal Instagram because that is the Instagram that is my life. I share things of my life. I share my personal views, even though I try not to have personal views, even though you can clearly see that I do. I'm very anti-everything. No, I'm joking. But, I mean, I'm anti some things, which I shouldn't be, but, I mean, if it doesn't go according... If it doesn't serve the greater good of humans, how can I, what's the word I'm looking for? Be okay with it. How can I support it? There you go. How can I support things that do not serve our good? So, if it doesn't serve us, I mean, not that like anything that doesn't serve us I'm against, but I think if you guys already know the podcast and you know me, well, not know me personally, but know me through the podcast or my Instagram, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you're listening to this, then you may also agree with me. But not to go into that. Anyways, my personal Instagram, I say that because I have another Instagram, which is my business Instagram or my brand Instagram, which is The Writings of Natalia. And I actually have been on there more than my personal Instagram just because it's my business and I need to be on there almost every day. So you'll get a lot of content from me there, but you get a lot of personal content from me on my personal Instagram. So I don't know how I started even talking about that. But, oh, yes, so you can go to the link tree, the link in my bio of Natalia of Earth, and it's the first link in the bio. It says, get your free self-care checklist, and it will be emailed to you. So you can check in with yourself every now and then, every day, ideally. Once a week is the minimal ideal, and then once a month, I mean, come on, guys, you gotta check in with yourself more than once a month, or once every 2 weeks, like a paycheck. Well, some people get paid differently. I feel like that's the most common way of getting paid. But anyways, get that self-care checklist, guys. Check in with yourself, drink water, eat good food, take care of your spiritual energy, and watch who you hang out with. Watch who you hang out with, and that's actually kind of what we're gonna be talking about a little bit today, just because that is the message from the universe this week. So, as you know, if you listen to this regularly, if you don't, we do weekly card readings on this podcast. Last week we didn't because we had a very special guest on the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. It's a really good conversation. For those of you who did not listen to it yet, you gotta listen to it. It's good. It's not like we're talking about one thing specifically, but we get into a few things, and it's just a really good conversation, guys. So if you have the time, check out last week's episode. What is it called? I don't even know what it's called. I kind of just threw in a bunch of topics in the title. But it's basically the episode featuring Lynn, the voice of dreamers. I can't even see it right now because my phone is very broken, guys. If you follow my business Instagram, I posted that on my story because I usually do my 3:33 a.m. writings, but I haven't because my phone is like destroyed and I have to do something about it this weekend. But, okay, so it's called Growth, Surrendering, Overcoming Obstacles, and so much more with Lynn, the voice of dreamers. So check out that episode, guys. It's only an hour. It's only an hour and 34 seconds, okay? Seconds, not minutes. So that's a really good episode. We didn't do a card reading for that one just because it would have took too much time, and not it would have took too much time. I mean, it would have added about 5 more minutes to the podcast, but I don't know. I don't like to do card readings when we have guests on. So she was the guest for the month. We're gonna have another guest for the month of September. I'm not going to hint who it is, but I'm gonna be aiming, I will be. This is how we manifest, guys. There is no trying, there is no about to or may not. No, we will have a guest on the podcast once a month, just because I feel like that's best. I would have them on more often, but with my schedule, once a month works best at this moment. Once I go full-time with this podcast and my business, then we'll probably have somebody on every week. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a co-host. Maybe we'll have a team of hosts. No, I don't know about that. But anyways, we do weekly card readings. Getting into that, as you know, I've switched topics up very quickly. The universe wants you to know today that I am pulling from the Native Spirit Oracle card deck. Now, I usually pull from this deck when I feel like something is happening and we need a message from our ancestors. We need a message from our spirit guides, our native spirit guides, which are our ancestors, our light tribe that watches over us, the spirits of the earth. And the reason why I've been feeling like something's going down is because there is something going down. Now, we're not going to talk about it in this episode. I really want to talk about it, but I've kind of been slowly, like, minimally ranting about it in each episode. But to sum it up, we are in very revolutionary times, people. If you look throughout history, throughout the years, throughout the eras, throughout hundreds of years, there's a cycle that always repeats, a revolutionary cycle, and it happens about every 60 years. And every 60 years, there's basically a revolution, and 2020 was the year that the new revolutionary cycle began. And the people that know this prevented this from happening, even though it's still happening now that things are opening up. We're seeing it, and we kind of saw it last year too with the protests, but we stayed inside, we were shut out, we were not communicating, we were distancing ourselves so that we would not gather for these revolutionary times that are embedded in human evolution. And if it's embedded in human evolution, no matter how hard they try, it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. It's going to happen because that's just how it's worked. It's not like everybody's like, okay, it's been 60 years, guys. Like, let's start a revolution. Like, it's not like nobody's planning this. People are aware that this happens, but it's not like it's planned. It's just something that happens naturally. And I became aware of this very recently, but I've been seeing the uprising of this revolution. So we are in very revolutionary times, and we gotta stand up, people. We gotta stand up for what's right. We gotta stand up for human rights. We got to stand up for basic rights, especially as, okay, I'm in America. A lot of my listeners are also in America, but I do know I have some of you people, hello, in Australia. Shout out to Australia. I wonder how things are going down. Things are going down in Australia too, but I got people in Australia. We got people in Egypt. We're kind of trending in Egypt right now, guys. That's pretty cool. What up, Egypt? I gotta check out the pyramids. I'm sure there's some crazy energy there. And where else are we? We're in France. Bonjour. Where else? Ireland. We have people in Ireland. Let me think. We have people everywhere, okay? I have somebody in Germany, okay? We're all over the globe, but a majority of the listeners are in the United States, and I want you Americans to know at our rights, okay? Look up the Constitution, look up the Bill of Rights, and see where they are being violated, okay? And they're going to slowly try to take away those rights, and this is just the beginning, because America, I don't know how, it became sort of like the powerhouse of the world, and it's like, once America does something, everybody has to follow. That, and then there's also, like, Russia maybe, and I don't know. China has the same amount of power, but I don't know, like, if they're in cahoots or anything like that. Anyways, I'm not gonna do a whole episode on this. But anyways, we need to stand up for our basic rights, and we should not allow them to take that from us. We shouldn't. Even as anybody in the world, okay? Know human rights. Know your human rights, okay? We have the right of freedom. Personal freedom, okay? This is human rights, okay? Anywhere in the world. And it's written in the US Constitution. I don't know about other constitutions or documents of other places in the world. I'm sure there's something very similar in a lot of other places. So, I don't know. I would look into that, guys, because I'm seeing it trying to be taken away from us. And I see a lot of people standing up to it, but I don't see enough people standing up to it. And I know eventually it will, but I'm using my voice to awaken that in you guys, in the people. And even if it hits you a little bit, then you also have a voice. And you can speak to people you know. And I'm not saying, let's start a revolution. I'm not saying that because there's already a revolution going on. It's already happening. We're not starting it, it's already happening. And it's going to happen, whether people like it or not. And we should like it because we deserve rights, we deserve freedom. So, that is enough of that. But, anyways, I don't know, you see how I jump off the topics and how I talk about, how I rant about this a little bit in every episode? Anyways, our card, the universe wants us to know. So that's why I said that, because I needed a message from our native ancestors, because I feel like something is going on, which something is going on. And you know what they want us to know? They are telling us to gather our tribe, okay? Gather your tribe. You are loved, and you are lovable. You deserve love. Support in all forms are flowing to you, is flowing to you. You can relax. There is so much love around you. Communicate from your heart. Share your truth. You are safe. Diminish your time with those who do not empower you or believe in you. Your native spirit wants you to know, if the gathering your tribe card chooses you, this means that sustenance in all forms is flowing into your life. Your people are those who resonate with you. Your people can include animals, plants, minerals, and trees, as well as people. Be willing to ask for what you want in life. This is the time to put your needs before the needs of others. Your tribe is waiting to support and nurture you as you nurture yourself. Sometimes your friends are more your family than blood relatives. Find your people and cherish them. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Now, something that you can do, or the journey, is to spend time with friends and family members who see the best in you. Don't spend time with dream stoppers. Take classes, share meals, take time to find your people. You will live longer and be happier. Guys, we can't waste our time with people who do not support our dreams, our ideals, and our goals, okay? If you're surrounded by people who are not on the same vibration of you, they're going to end up lowering your vibration, or you'll just end up resonating at their vibration, and it might not be where you want to be. Say you're an artist, right? You're super creative that just wants to create a bunch of things, right? And then all your friends are like very like logical, left brain, sort of like, you can't do that, you have to be strategical, like just things that would limit your creativity. But they're your friends, right? So you're kind of just like, oh, yeah, I guess. And then you kind of like, you don't want to lose them as friends, or you still want to hang out with them, but you like they won't do the things that you want to do, and you kind of have to deal with it, right? That's not okay. That's not okay, guys. Okay? You should be able to do the things that you want to do, and you should be able to have fun doing that. Okay? So you should find people that love the things that you love to do, that are passionate about the things that you are passionate about, that can bounce back and forth with you in deep conversations if that's what you're into, or conversations in general about anything, about music, about art, about, I don't know, techie stuff. If you like techie stuff, anything that you like, you should be with people that also like those things, that feel the same way you do about things, and that will lift you up first and foremost. You want to be with people that are going to lift you up. There's I think it's like a 50, oh my gosh. The struggle of trying to turn the screen, it's like, I can't even, okay, ooh, it's working for us nicely. But, let's see. It's called the 30-30, 40 rule? Let's see. Wow, this is like money. It's a budgeting. What the heck? Okay. Well, there's something like this. This is a budgeting. Oh no, this is the 50-30-20 rule. A budgeting trick? Okay, no, this is different for investing. Okay, no. No, there's something, okay? Something like that, where it's like, you need to spend, oh my god, let me think. I learned this from Ty Lopez, guys. The 33%, okay, 33%. Let's see. I was about to give you investing tips. Let's see. I need to see it written down. Okay, here we go. The law of 33%. Spend 33% of your time with people lower than you, that do not know as much as you, that are not on the same level, but are trying to get up to your level. Then spend 33% of your time with people on your level, who become your friends and peers, those you can work with, right? Then the final 33% of your time should be spent with people who are 10 times further ahead than you. So people that you look up to, people that are in the position that you want to be in, right? So that's the law of 33%. Now, I don't really care who the hell said it, Ty Lopez or I don't know, anybody, but I think it's a really good rule. 33% of people that are lower than you, that you can teach. 33% that are on the same level as you, that can become your friends and you can work together with to move up. And then the other 33% with people that are higher than you, that you can look up to, that you can ask questions and ask for guidance and maybe have as your mentor, right? So for me, for example, 33% of my time that are spent with people that are lower than me. Who's lower than me? Not that anybody's lower than you when it's like they're less important than you or anything like that, but when it comes to where they are at in life, not that it's and I don't want to make it seem like it's like you're superior to them and they're inferior to you. Like, it's not like that. It's just they're a few steps behind. But everybody's on their own path. There's no need to look down on anybody. It's not like a looking down at situation. It's you're trying to help that person get to where you're at. They're just a few steps behind you. Maybe they're younger than you. Maybe they started later than you, right? So it's not about like hierarchy. It's just kind of where they're at, right? So 33% of my people who are behind me, I don't, honestly, I want to say it's the people that I reach out, not that I'm personally reaching out to, but the people that reach out to me on social media that I give advice to, clients that I work with, okay, that I do treatment plans with, and I help assist with situations in their life. I would say that's the 33% that's lower than me because I am teaching them, I am guiding them, right? Then 33% of the people that are on the same level than me, that's absolutely my boyfriend. We're best friends, he's my peer, my friend, my everything. I think he's the 33% of the person that's on my level. I want to say maybe he's higher than me, but I don't, maybe here and there. I think we kind of like bounce back and forth. But yeah, so he's my 33% on the same level than me. And then the 33% of the people higher than me is absolutely my teacher or my boss. And she owns a business. She's a business owner, solo entrepreneur, and she has money. She's basically rich. So, and I spend so much time with her, it's not even funny. But I'm learning how to run a business by myself through her. That's why she's my teacher. She's basically my mentor. She teaches me how to handle money. She teaches me everything that I need to know to basically be in her position and higher. So she's my higher 33%. So think about where that is for you in your life and see where you can adjust things. So remember, the card is gathering your tribe, being with people that you can resonate with, finding that 33% of the people that are on the same level than you. But I want to go even further and say 33% of people that are lower than you and 33% of people that are higher than you that you can learn from. Okay, so this is the message from the universe. I think it's really good that we gather people that are like-minded. And guys, I want you to know that if you listen to this weekly, that means you resonate with what I'm telling you, okay? And I appreciate that so much, because I want to say I have friends, kind of, but I don't see them at all, okay? My life is my business, my life is my day job, and my boyfriend, and my cat, and that's it. That's my life, and I'm okay with that. So, but you guys, you're my tribe. You're my tribe because you listen to this weekly, and you reach out to me. You ask me questions. You trust me to help you on your spiritual journey, on your personal growth journey. And that's amazing. So know that I am part of your tribe, okay? Don't think that because we don't know each other that we're not friends, okay? My DMs are always open, okay? They're always open. My email is always open. I will respond to you. Don't think that I will not respond to you, because I will. Unless you send me something weird like, show me bobs or something. Then no. But you guys are my tribe, okay? So if you resonate with things like that, with things that I say, then you should find people that also resonate with things, not that I say personally, but obviously the viewpoints that I share and you resonate with, you should find people that also resonate with that too. So anyways, that's a little tip. You guys are my friends, okay? Don't think that you're not. So getting into this episode, guys, I want to talk about something that I've been hearing a lot in like little video skits or something. I see them on Instagram. I don't have TikTok, but people like, they download videos from TikTok and then they put them on the Instagram Reels. And honestly, I don't even look through the Instagram Reels. Not that I hate, okay, I don't hate anything, but I just don't, it's like Vine to me, and I used to love Vine when I was younger, like when it was popular. And then it's just a new, like, upcoming of Vine, but it's kind of weirder because the generation that's doing it, I can't resonate with. At the time that Vine was happening I was around that age that I could resonate with it, so I loved it. I thought it was hilarious, but it became all weird. Now, like, well, TikTok I'm talking about became weird because it's like, there's like certain areas of TikTok, so I hear, I don't know, there's like the astrology side of TikTok or something, and then it's just like a bunch of people that do astrology on TikTok, and then I don't know what the other categories are, but there's probably like a fashion one. I'm sure there's a makeup one. It's basically like YouTube, I guess, but like in little short skit things. So I don't know. I just can't. And then the people that are in there, I can't resonate with. I'm sure that there are people there that I could resonate with, but if they're on TikTok, I just feel like I can't resonate with them. Like, if you're on TikTok, maybe we don't resonate. But not to say that if you guys listening, if you guys have TikTok, then we're not going to resonate with each other. So that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe there's people on there that I resonate with. If you guys have TikTok and we resonate, then that's that. But I don't go on it, so I really don't know. But anyways, I see these videos on my Instagram because Instagram likes to advertise reels to me. I posted on my story once where it's like all these like shitty reels, sorry to curse, but all these like reels of like girls doing like fashion things or something. Like I don't know why Instagram thinks I like that ish, or like girls roller skating. And then okay, when I posted that on my story and I was like, why does Instagram think I like this? And then I got so many messages from other people that follow me like, don't worry, I get the same exact thing. And most of them were guys, and like they definitely don't like, they don't like that. I mean, okay, maybe they're just looking at girls, so that's why they get it. But they're like, yo, for real, like I really don't. I think I got a few messages from girls. I did. I think it's just something that they advertise to everyone. I don't know why they want people to see that, but I guess it's what's popular within girls. I don't know, but anyways, I hate seeing those. I hate to say hate, but like I just do not like seeing that on my feed because I'm like, why are you showing me this? Like I really don't care. But I've been seeing in like the discover of Instagram like little trend things. I think I saw them on YouTube where it was like I don't know, there's like trends that go on TikTok that's like me thinking I was the main character, and then it's like them flashing back to like photos of them when they were little kids, and then them look like the little kid like dressing all cool or like thinking they're cool. I don't know what other examples I saw that. But anyways, I keep hearing this phrase or seeing this phrase throughout those video things of, I really thought I was the main character, or when I realized I wasn't the main character, or like something. It's like things like that. I keep hearing this whole main character topic, and then, you know, I started thinking about it, and like I understand where that comes from, but the reason why I'm making this episode is because I want you to know that you are the main character, okay? Think about it. Think about your life, okay? Think of your life as a video game, because it is a freaking video game, but think of it as a video game for those who don't acknowledge that their life is actually a video game. It's absolutely a video game. If you see the freaking movie Free Guy, I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer of this movie called Free Guy. It's with Ryan Reynolds, is that his name? Oh god, I don't even know if that's his name. But maybe that's not his name. Maybe it is, actually. He looks like he would be a Ryan Reynolds. But I don't know if that's the guy from the Notebook. Oh no, that's Ryan Gosling. Okay, no, it's definitely Ryan Reynolds. Okay, Ryan something. It's a movie called Free Guy. I have not seen it. If you guys seen it, let me know how it is, because I'm thinking about watching it. I feel like there's wisdom in everything, but I feel like it's a perfect representation of how our life actually is a video game. So, think of your life as a video game. Who are you controlling most of the time? You're not controlling other people. You're controlling yourself. You're controlling your body. You're controlling your actions, right? So, you're playing a solo player video game where you're the character. Okay? Your life is this video game where you're the main freaking avatar or character that you're controlling, right? This is the same exact concept. So, and then think about your life as a movie. Everything that happens around you is happening in your life, right? You're the main character of the movie because it's about your life. Now, I understand the perspective of somebody thinking they're not the main character because we're not the only we're not the only person in this world. The things that we do, the actions that we do, may affect other people, may affect the world, may affect society. If we were the main character and we could do whatever we want, like, let's say, bomb a nation. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something drastic. Bomb a nation. I don't know. I say nation like I'm in the freaking Avatars or something. This is how I live my life. I live my life like I'm literally in a freaking movie or a video game. But it's cool. It's cool because this life is an illusion. And we'll go into that soon, but let me continue with that. Let me continue with this thought. So you bomb a whole nation, right? That's gonna affect the lives and the families of the people that you just bombed. or like the people that you just bombed and killed them, right? So you're affected, and then it's gonna affect the world because you're like, oh my gosh, this person just bombed the whole nation, and then maybe the whole world goes into chaos, right? So it's kind of like a ripple effect that kind of just branches out into everywhere. And I guess if you were the main character, it wouldn't really matter because you're the only person that matters, because it's your movie, you're the main character. It doesn't matter what happens to the other people because it's just your life, it's your world. So I want to say that's where it comes from. I don't really know where this phrase came from, but I'm thinking this is the thought process of it. Or like, okay, so like the example of the people in the reels or whatever showing like a picture of them as like a 4-year-old dressed in like a feather boa and sunglasses and fake high heels and like very like dramatic clothing, but they're a little kid, right? They're like, when I thought I was the main character. As a little kid, you are the freaking main character. You're not thinking about the actions, your actions affecting other people. I mean, maybe your parents teach you that as a young age, but it's not like it's the first thing you consider, right? You want to be dramatic. You understand as a kid, before adults put limitations on your mind and schools and systems put limitations on your mind, that this life is to have fun, to do whatever you want, right? So you are very dramatic. You dress crazy because it doesn't matter. You're not scared of being judged. As a little kid, you probably wore some crazy things. You probably said crazy things. You probably did crazy things in public. I remember I would go out to eat in restaurants, right? And then when we would get ready to leave the restaurant, everybody's like grabbing their things and getting up from the table. I would literally stand up, right? And in front of like everybody in the restaurant, I'd be like, okay, everybody, now I'm going to do a show. Like I would say, and everybody would be looking at me, and then I wouldn't do anything because I thought it was funny. Like I thought it was funny to say I was gonna do something and then not do anything. I used to do that all the time when I was young. I'd be like, now I'm gonna sing a song, and then I'll like do this whole like stance and like pretend I'm gonna like do a song, and they're like, nah, I'm just kidding. And then I don't do anything, and I thought it was hilarious. And then that's something I would say now, like when I thought I was the main character, but I was the main character, and I'm still the main character. Okay, I could do that now, and I'm still the freaking main character. Like you're controlling your life, you're in your universe, you are the main character. You're controlling you, your actions. Your life is about you. It's about your life, and you want to say, okay, but my life should be in service to others and dedication to others, right? To help other people. And that's great. That's amazing. But it's you that's doing that. It's you that's serving the people. It's you that's helping the people. You're controlling yourself to do these things. You're the main character doing these things. Yes, you've taken on the duty of assisting others, but it's you that's doing it. And if you want to go even deeper into this, right? It's you, but it's not really you. Haha. So, we, personally, every single one of us are a part of the whole. And to get all bhakti on you, or all super spiritual, or whatever the hell you want to call it, we are all God. There is only one God, okay? And God is nature, God is creation, God is that singularity in which all things emerged from. Say it has a personality, say it doesn't, say it's science, whatever it is that you want to call it, we all stemmed from this one singularity. And we've split into multiple personalities, multiple consciousness, where we're all having an individual experience. But when it comes down to our most fundamental energy, we are that singularity. We are that singularity experiencing itself through multiple dimensions, through multiple eyes, through multiple lives and consciousness. So it is not really us who is doing these things. Yes, we have the free will to, I say free will, to do these things as individuals, but is it really us who's controlling that, right? Or is it that singularity that is acting through us all? You see the cycles we go through. We just talked about this. The things that happen through evolution, things that happen regularly. Okay, wait. Hold on. I have a freaking alarm that's going off and I can't even see it because my screen. Okay, I think it's gone. So yeah, I guess that's what I needed to say. No, so I think that we are the freaking main characters, guys. We control what we do. We're the main characters of our life. We're not controlling anybody else. I hope we're not controlling anybody else, but like, I mean, like their physical movements, like what they do in life, what they eat, like every single thing. Like we're only controlling one character in this video game. We can't switch between characters, right? We're only controlling one, and that is us, our body. Now, something else that I wanted to mention was that because we're the main character, right? We can do whatever we want, guys. We can do whatever we want. And this is where my rant comes in with, this is a freaking video game, guys. We can do whatever we want. This life is an illusion. I can't stress it enough. Now, I know you're gonna say, well, okay, look, what if I always use these drastic things like kill somebody or bomb a nation or like, but I'm trying to think of something like dramatic, right? And that's very dramatic. Or set a house on fire. Okay, let's do a little less deadly. Set a house on fire. There's nobody in the house. We set a house on where nobody's in the house. We set the house on fire. And like we can do that though. That's the thing. Like because we can do whatever. This is a free world. This is a free world video game where we can just, it's like Minecraft, okay? We just set the house on fire because we can. We can grab a lighter right now and gas or whatever. I'm not telling you guys to go set a house on fire. I'm just telling you our ability to do anything, not just set a house on fire. We can go right now and set a house on fire. But why won't we do that? Because one, we may get in trouble, we'll get arrested, we may hurt people, we may cause more damage than the house, like it may go on to other houses and people are in the house, like we may kill somebody. Like, this is why we don't do that, and we're good people. Why would we set, we're good people. Why would we set a house on fire? Like that's not in our interest, right? But it's in some people's interest. But what I'm trying to get across is that we can do that because it's a free world and we can do that. But say you get in trouble, right? You get arrested, then you go to jail, and then you're in jail the rest of your life. But then, you will die. You will die because everybody dies. And once you die, I'm not gonna say I know what happens once you die, but it's over. Like, that's it. And I'm not saying, okay, I don't want you to get the wrong impression, like, do whatever you want in this life because you're gonna die anyways. I mean, that kind of is what I'm saying, but that doesn't mean you have to do bad things. I'm saying you can do whatever you want. If you want to do bad things, that's your choice, but know that you still have to live with the rest of this life. And okay, say you do something bad and then you're like, okay, well, it's an illusion anyway, I'll just kill myself. I'm not saying to do that, but this is what, like, let's say like criminals do, or like serial killers. A lot of them, like bombers or like terrorists, right? They'll kill people, but then they'll kill themselves because they don't want to go to jail. Like, they don't want to suffer or anything. Like, they'll just kill themselves. But on a spiritual level, on that end, there are consequences to things like this. So this is where things like karma come in, and sort of like the reincarnation process. Now in Buddhism, I don't know if this stands in Hinduism too, but I do know that in Buddhism, I think it's probably the same thing in Hinduism. If you collect a lot of bad karma in this life, and this is sort of like an energetic thing, it's not like defining what's good or bad, but more what serves the positive, I guess. I'm trying to make this sound neutral, but it's kind of not neutral. Now that, like, if you think about it, it's really not, because what defines good from bad, and it all comes down to that karma level. So when it comes to that, if say you do a lot of bad things, right? You kill a lot of people, you freaking set houses on fire, I don't know, like torture animals, do a bunch of terrible things, all of that karma builds up, and then like say you kill yourself. Okay, killing yourself in itself is a bad thing when it comes to reincarnation, because you're here to learn lessons or to realize your truest nature. And if you accomplish those things, like if you realize your truest nature, or if you kind of just like move up on your spiritual journey, then in your next life you'll keep moving up. But if you kind of cheat the system by killing yourself, you actually move down a level. So there's sort of like these levels of reincarnation where it's like the highest form is actually human, because we have the ability to realize God. We have the ability to realize our truest nature. Animals do not have this ability. Insects do not have this ability. Yes, they are living things, but they don't have that consciousness in order to realize themselves. So that's why humans is the highest level of the reincarnation cycle, because once we realize our truest nature, God consciousness, then we can leave the endless cycles of suffering and rebirth, which is the reincarnation process. So if you cheat and you kill yourself, then you actually move down a level. So you probably become an animal or an insect. And then I don't know if objects are even on that list, but you kind of move down. I don't know how animals or insects collect good karma to become a human. I don't really know how that works. I don't know how that works. But anyway, so that killing yourself in itself is a thing. But if you do a bunch of bad things, okay, and say you don't kill yourself, you do a bunch of terrible things in your life and then you die, I think you'll just end up a human again to try again. Or if it was so bad, like maybe you'll go down a level. I don't know. I'm not the freaking creator of this thing. I don't know, okay? So that's just how I see it, okay? Now, if we do good things, I don't even know what's about doing good things. I think it's more about where you are in realizing your truest nature, because that's how you leave the cycles. If you do a bunch of good things, maybe that will awaken that sense of something higher within you. And then in your next life, you'll have that already in your head, and then you'll keep searching. So that could also be how it works. I don't know. I don't remember my past lives. I don't know what I did in my past, or I kind of had like a past life remembrance kind of thing, but I don't really know who I was specifically. So I don't know. Maybe I know that there are people who remember their past lives, but I don't know. Maybe reincarnation is not even a thing, guys. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. I'm open to everything. I really don't care. I really don't care, because what I've come to realize, and getting back to that, is that it's all an illusion. And yes, we go to sleep at night and we wake up somehow in this same life, but this same life that we're in, it's going to end, not soon, but eventually. And when it does, nothing is going to matter to you personally. Now, let's say, okay, you caused a lot of harm and then you die. Still, in this reality, you still caused a lot of harm. So there are people who are going to reap the repercussions of that are still hurt by the actions that you've done when you were alive. Now, I don't know that if when you die, this entire reality disappears and that actually doesn't matter. I think that's an amazing concept. To me personally, I think that's pretty cool. But I don't really know how that works. That kind of goes back to my theory that I talked about in the parallel universe episode. I'm trying to figure out what that episode was called. But how I mentioned sort of like how our eyes everything that we see in front of us takes form because of the way the light reflects off of the vibrations or the energy particles, right? Or the atoms, whatever. And then hits our eyes, and then our eyes kind of mold everything together into objects, so that's why we see things in front of us. But then if our eyes are not perceiving it, like the things behind us, it's still there. But are they a bunch of particles behind us? I don't see that. That's kind of like that's kind of like the same thing. But I don't know, this is like kind of like a theory in the air for me. But I think that's a pretty cool concept. I think this world is pretty trippy. I think this life is pretty trippy. I think it's a video game, and we can see that clearly through the things that happen around us. I've been in some pretty trippy situations that just enforce that. And video game can also be translated into a matrix. I mean, there's also the theory that we can play with if you want. Actually, we may do an episode on the, what is it called? The Matrix? I don't think it's called the Matrix theory. I think it's called, oh, like maybe the simulation theory? I don't really know what it's called, but basically we're in a computer simulation. I think that's a really cool concept, but I would kind of be disappointed, but not really. I don't know. If I found out that this was a computer simulation, like we're literally just part of like a computer, I don't know, I think that's pretty cool too, but then God is the computer, and then who's controlling the computer? Like, where did the computer come from? Is it just like another reality? And then if so, who controls that reality? That, it kind of goes too deep for, like, I guess we could talk about it in its own episode, but with the glitches that happen in this world, like, there's freaking glitches, guys. Like, I don't know if you see it in your personal life, but like, I've been in some pretty trippy situations that it literally feels like I'm in a computer simulation. And because of that, it's further ingrained in my mind that this life is a video game. And not to say it's literally a video game where somebody's controlling us, but basically, so my whole point in even talking about this is that you're the main character of your life. You're controlling you. This is your life. And the deepest thing that you can do in this lifetime, in this journey, is to find out who is controlling the character, okay? This is the concept. Who's controlling the character? Is it you? Who is you? If you're the body that's controlling, like, what's controlling the body? The mind? So are you the mind? Are you the brain? And then if the brain, like, people can be brain dead, but then the body's still going. Who's controlling the body? The organs? So you're the organs? Like, it just kind of goes back and forth. And then, like, I'm like gonna go into full ego death right now. I'm like, but then this, but then that. But these are the questions we should ask ourselves, because that actually invokes or invites an ego death, like a self-induced ego death. Because you are not this physical body, you are not this physical existence. You are the consciousness behind it, but what's the consciousness? Who is the I? So, that's just a concept to play with, guys. I think you're the main character. This is a video game. We're in a freaking illusion. And this life is crazy. We can do whatever we want. We can literally do whatever we want. We can dress however we want. We can act however we want. We can do whatever we want. We can say whatever we want. We can be however we want. We have that ability to. We have that free will to. Now, it may be against societal views, or it may harm people, or there can be a lot of repercussions to these things, but that's also something to keep in mind. So take this whole entire life, from the beginning of your life when you're born to the end when you die. That's the game. That's the video game. You start when you're born, and the game ends when you die. It's the same game. You're not switching games. You're playing the same life. You're waking up into the same life. You're just the main character. And you have, like, let's say we're gonna live to 100, guys. That's our aim, right? We have 100 or more years to play this game. You can do whatever you want in this game. Now, we may learn at some point in the game, and this can kind of go along with the hero's journey. If you guys want to know about the hero's journey, I did an episode on that. So scroll through the episodes and find the hero's journey. The video game is basically almost like the hero's journey. At some point in this game, or in this illusion, in this movie, whatever it is, maybe a movie, you're going to find your main mission. There's going to be mini missions throughout the game, but there's a main mission, and at some point you may realize that. Maybe you won't realize that. Maybe you'll ignore when somebody tells you what the main mission is, or when you learn what the main mission is. Maybe you'll ignore that, and you'll continue with mini missions on your life, and you'll never truly win the game or complete the game. Yes, the game may end because you ran out of time. Let's say it's a timed game, right? You ran out of time, but you didn't accomplish the main mission, the main goal. And in my eyes, this main goal is self-realization. So you'll have to start the game over again. This is when the reincarnation process comes in. And then you'll try again. And you'll try again until you come back to source, until you realize your truest nature and you move out of the endless cycles. So at some point in your life, you're going to learn what the main mission is. And you're gonna go on mini missions. Mini missions can be, maybe you're moving, or maybe, there was a death in the family and you have to go take care of some random children that you never met. Something like freaking, what's that one movie? Can't even think of it. I don't know. Okay, anyways. There's a movie where, like, somebody dies and then the kids don't have any parents. Like, the parents died. Did I say the kids died? I don't know. Okay, the parents of the kids died, and then somebody has to go take care of them, like a distant family member or something like that. Like, there may be, like, mini missions like that where you have to, like, do little things, but you're still going towards that main goal. So, see it as that. You're on a timed game. There's a main mission. There's gonna be mini missions in between, but it's up to you to either take on that main mission, to take on those mini missions, or if you want to use this illusion of this video game to serve others, to do good, to attract good karma, or to escape these cycles of reincarnation. I personally am trying to escape the cycles of reincarnation, because as much as I love knowing these things in this human condition, knowing who I truly am, even though it's not something embedded in me, because if it was something embedded in me, then I don't even think I would be speaking right now. I wouldn't be doing this right now. This is like a constant reminder for myself, too, but for you, too, to wake you up to these things. But I'm not gonna do bad things in the world because I don't want to come back here, guys. And I know that's, like, super against what a lot of stories that I've read about bhaktas and loving the human experience just to remember God over and over again. And as much as I do love that, and I love remembering God, and I love remembering my truest nature, I don't know. I want outs, guys. I want outs, and maybe some of you do too. Maybe some of you don't. But there's too much things going on here. And I know that I'm here for a reason, is to see all these things that are happening lately in this lifetime, in my personal lifetime, in your lifetime, because you're alive when I'm alive. And in my video game, in my illusion, I'm going to do what I want to, and I want to serve the people. I want to serve the people because I think that it's going to serve me. If you serve the people, it serves yourself. If I serve the people in waking them up to God consciousness, not only that, but to the tyranny that's happening by our systems, and we can go against it and we can actually create a better illusion, then I'm all for it. You can do whatever you want, guys. Do whatever you want. Serve the people, don't serve the people. Serve yourself, don't serve yourself. Do whatever you want because you can. Choose what you want to do. Decide what matters to you. If reincarnation even matters to you. Not that, like, I have reincarnation in mind, but I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't a thing. Like, let's say you die and then you go to heaven, like a Christian belief, or like Catholic belief, right? Then I guess I'm going to hell, right? Because I'm a freaking sinner. But I don't think it goes according to the Bible. It's not like God, but then they said God gave us the Bible. Like, God came from a thing of fire, a flaming bush, a bushfire, and then gave the 10 Commandments or something. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't think that would happen. But I mean, this game is a freaking illusion. Like, everything's freaking fake. So maybe that did happen. I've seen some crazy things. Guys, I've experienced some crazy things. I wouldn't freaking doubt that's what happened. But who knows? Who knows? I really don't care. Like, I'm gonna do what feels right for me. And I'm going to do what I feel will serve people best and most. And that's doing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna have fun in the process. And I'm gonna do whatever I want in the process. And I'm gonna say whatever I want in the process. So, that's it, guys. That's it for the episode. Thank you for joining me. This life is an illusion. You're the main character because you are the main character. This is your video game. This is your movie. It's about you, your life. You are the main character. Make your freaking life good. That was the thing that I wanted to get across. In a freaking reality, that you can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want to be, because you can be whoever you want to be. Why not be freaking great? Why not be cool? Why not be a freaking superhero? Why not do whatever you want to do? Why not be the people that you idolize? What if you loved ninjas? What if you thought ninjas were so cool, but you're like, oh, I can't do that? Ninjas exist, okay? Where did you think we got the concept from? Ninjas exist, or existed, whatever. You can be a freaking ninja. Go be a ninja. Why not? If you're a freaking ninja and you become like a ninja and you're as cool as like you do all these flips and be like super quiet and like all that cool stuff, aren't you gonna love that shit? Aren't you gonna love it? You're like, I always wanted to be a ninja, and then you become a ninja, you're gonna love it, okay? So why not do that? Why not do the things that you want to do that are gonna make you happy, that are gonna fulfill your life? Even if it sounds dramatic. Like, I want to be a freaking gazillionaire. Why? Because I want to. I don't want to because of the material aspects of it. Like, I'm gonna have all these cars. I don't need all these freaking cars. I only need one car to freaking drive. I'll probably have like a Jeep to go off-roading with because I want to go off-roading. And then I'll have like I don't know, like a regular car to drive like everywhere, like to the store and stuff. And then, or maybe the off-roading car will be that car. I mean, why not use the freaking car, the one car for all of that? But then, like, I don't know. See, it's just whatever. Like, I don't really care about having different freaking things. Like, I just want to have financial freedom so I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and not worry about, like, oh, it's too expensive, or, oh, I don't have enough money for that, or, oh, that's too much. Like, I don't want to think about that at all. I just want to be like, here, take my money. I'm doing it because I want to. I want to be able to do whatever I want in this lifetime. And sadly, in this society, We need money to do that. So I want infinite money because I can have infinite money and I want to do whatever I want. I'm not gonna freaking take over the world. I think through how successful I will be in business, I want to go down with the big corps, guys. I want to take them freaking down. I want to take down this whole system, okay? And I will do that with my extremely skillful business skills and entrepreneurship. I will become big corp to take down the other big corps, and then I'll like sell it to like individual people or something. But then you may say like, oh, the power may get to your head. I don't freaking think so, okay? I know who I am. I know who I am, and then in any moment that I start to lose myself, the universe will remind me. It's not like I've been on the path straight since I started. I've freaking moved off the path. I've talked about my whole law of attraction phase where it was very materialistic for a bit. And then I remembered my truest nature again. And I realized that's not what I really wanted. And I know that whatever is not in flow with Tao just doesn't work. It doesn't work. So if I begin to become very powerful and materialistic and not for the people, the universe is gonna smack me right up the freaking head. And it should, because I shouldn't lose myself like that, and I won't. Down with the big corpse, down with the system. Okay, I'm done, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. You're the freaking main character. This life is an illusion. Be cool. Be whoever you want to be. Be a freaking superhero. Be a ninja. You can do whatever you want. Do you see the freaking magic that is in this world? Do you see, like, I just said law of attraction really quickly. That's crazy. That's crazy that we can manifest things that we want through our thoughts. Isn't that crazy? The fact that you don't think that's crazy is crazy to me, because that's crazy, okay? Do whatever you want. Be who you want to be. Get what you want to get. Achieve what you want to achieve, etc. This has been another episode of ThirdEyeCyphs. Thank you for joining me. I'm out here. Peace.
Hari Om. This episode has been brought to you by the writings of Natalia.com. Jai Ma.